Hi, guys. Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry for being a little late. I tried to use the camera facing towards me so that we could have a face to face today, but for some reason that did not want to happen. And so it got to be uh, so late in the game that I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it this way. So, and now we are upside down. Is that true? What in the world? Hold on. I'm just not having I'm having a moment here. Let's see, where's my hand? No, that's right. Ugh. But it looks upside down to me on screen. So there you go. We're gonna have that. This is gonna be an interesting live stream, but let's just do it. Get through the first. Let's get through this, and we'll be okay after a few of these. But I want to fix it so that we are on screen where you can see me, because I want to have a face to face. So something was wrong, but I'm here now. So let me know when you come in. I'm sorry I'm late, but this my whole thing is just jacked up. Hold on. Well, you can see me now. Hi. Let me see if I can I can't really turn it around. It is what it is, you guys. So, oh no. Hi, Ray. I just busted my camera. Did you hear it snap? Here, we'll put it back on there. I better quit messing around. Here. Oh my God. This is a shit show. Hey, welcome to the shit show. It's upside down for you. There we go. Why is everything upside down for you? What hilarious. This is hilarious. We don't care. Let's just get going here. So if I write, so it's going to look like, no, I'm writing like, well, that's right. God, I just don't understand this. No, wait. Oh, it's just flipped. It's flipped. So I don't even know how to flip that back. Well, we're here. Let's get started. How are you, Ray? I got your message today. And yes, I will put you in the address book on Let's Make a Mess Today with Dawn Facebook group. So yeah, I'm sorry for all of this, but I was playing with my other camera and I was trying to get it to so this looks sideways or like a mirror image to you, Ray. Is it just for me? Or does this look okay to you? You're gonna be my hero and help me figure this out. Is it a mirror image, like it should be flipped or something? Let me know. Ah, it looks good. Okay, perfect. Then that makes me feel better. I was sitting here trying to get everything just right, and I started off a little early trying to get stuff right, and then all of a sudden I was going. The camera first it says your microphone's not hooked up, so then I put on this silly microphone. Then it said I couldn't take a thumbnail, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? I went, oh, forget it, So I went back to this mode, so you guys can't see me, but you can hear me. Hi, Carmela, how are you doing? It's just a couple of us in here right now, and that's totally fine. I don't expect this to be a big hit because not everybody's a reader, and also it's new. So yeah, and so we're just gonna act like that we have a full house because you're here, and I'm happy you are. So thank you both for being here. And then so let's just get started since I started late, and I just wanted to share some stuff. So first of all, I want to share with you because people can rewatch this at their own time, so that's fine. Next time I'll do it a little bit earlier in the day so that some of the other oh, good. Well, welcome into the chat room, Carmilla. It's nice to see you. I spoke with Ray earlier. Didn't I speak with you earlier today, Ray? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm glad you're here because I'm not alone talking to the four walls. So, that makes me feel good. I don't want to be talking to myself. So, yeah, Ray, I'll take care of that for you. Well, let's get started. And we're going to talk about the book that we read, Behind Closed Doors. Ray, did you read it? Carmela, did you read it? I hope you guys read it. If not, that's okay. But I want to talk about what I was reading because this month, and not every month, I read more. Mostly I read more than other More than one book. Not every month. Sometimes I don't read any. I will with the book club. I'll definitely always read the book that we said, hey, you were going to read. So, but this, oh, you did. Yay. I'm so good. Did you like it? We'll talk about that in a minute. But so we'll talk about that in a minute. But right now, I want to show you a few books that I've read. Just a few. Oh, you did? Okay, good. Oh, you read the breakdown? So you read this one? Did you read the breakdown, Carmela? Or Ray, did you read this one? The other one, this one? Or did you read the Midnight Library? Oh, the Midnight Library? Yes, good one. But we're talking about that next month too. So we're talking about this one next month. So that's okay. This month we're talking about Behind Closed Doors. Oh, the library one. Oh, yeah. So hang on to that thought. Hang on to that thought, Ray. You're like me. We're both ahead of the game. So this month was Behind Closed Doors, and Pba Paris also wrote The Breakdown. So, oh, you read both? Oh, good. Oh, you did? Oh, good. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, we're ahead of the game then. You know what? And since we're the only ones here, I got a treat for you. Since we've read them and nobody else is going to show up, we're going to switch out and get a new book. Since we are here, nobody else is here, and we've all read this one. Ray, you read this one too? Carmela, you read this one too? You read them? Everybody here has read both of these. You two girls have read both of these. We're moving on. We're going to move on. You don't want to play? We're going to move on. Yep. So put your thumbs up if you guys are ready to move on to a new book, because I got some books for you to consider. But anyway, so in the meantime, we'll talk about this one in a minute. But I want to talk about, I just want to show you a couple of the books I've read. I have to listen to audiobooks. I get them online. Good, Ray. That's great. So this is an interesting thing. This is called Sea of Lies, and this was actually sent to me. I think this is a self-published book, you guys, and you can get it. It's a real quick read. It's only 230 pages-ish, and it's called Sea of Lies. And look, Judith sent this to me since she knew I had a little book club going. She said, "Dear Dawn, enjoy your time at sea, Judith Strickland." And it's a really good book, and it's in my Amazon shop if you guys want to buy this book and read it too. It's really quick, and you'll love how it goes. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but it says a sailor's dream, a girl in every port, and a ship full of stories. And it was really a quick, good read, you guys. You didn't know who you liked and who you didn't like through this book, but it's in my Amazon shop if you're interested in reading it. It's really good. Oh, look at, and the boat is UK Dawn. Isn't that funny? Really good book. I wish this author well. She actually wrote this though in I think like 2002. So it's been out for a while. Yeah, it was really interesting. So that's something I read. Here's a book that I think you guys might like. Everybody in the world is reading this book. It's called Daisy Jones and the Six, right? I got this book at the library. It's due back on the 2nd. Wait, what? Oh, the 23rd. I was like, I took it out on the 2nd. So this book is really good. Everybody in the world is reading this book, and it's called Reese Witherspoon loved it. Ellen Hildebrand loved it. You're going to, know these names. But it's about this 1970s rock band and the groupie that is involved with the rock band. And what's interesting about this book is that it's not like a story, how a story goes. Basically, and when you're reading it, you think it's the real interview. You guys, I have never heard of this group. I have never heard of Daisy Jones and the Six. And I know rock music from the 70s, right? I mean, that's my era, right? I had to look it up, and yeah, it is fictional. I'm kind of a dork, but it is fictional. So Daisy Jones was born in 1951 in Hollywood. It's all Hollywood stuff. It's really good. And how it goes is, let me show you. It talks about Simone Jackson, then Daisy, then Simone, then Daisy. So it goes back and forth like in an interview format. Like it's not like a story. It's like a format. And it's brilliant how she did it, because you're really able to still follow the story, even though throughout the whole thing, it's Billy, then Daisy, then Billy, then Daisy, and it's really funny. Like sometimes Billy will say something and then Daisy will say the total opposite and make. Since I'm not using this light, I'm gonna move it because I had it for my face, but we're not using it. We don't care. Let's maybe turn this one on. No, not. So anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of cool. So if you're interested in that, you should probably pick this book up. It's in my Amazon store or get it at your library like I did. The other one is The Breakdown by Pba Paris. This is a really good book. I loved it just as much as I loved this one now that I think about it. So I'm a big fan of Bba Paris now. So so the Breakdown is let's see if I can read part of it. Cass is having a hard time since the night she passed the car in the woods. Oh yeah. Oh my God, you guys. What she saw is insane. It was on a winding rural road in the middle of a downpour, and a woman was sitting inside. The woman who would be found dead. She's been trying to put the crime out of her mind. What could she have done, really? Like, she wonders if she would have stopped that night for the car that she passed in the woods that night with the woman sitting in it, would things have been different? But I don't know. So it's a dangerous road to be on in the middle of the storm, and Cass probably would have been hurt herself if she had stopped. Not only that, her husband would be furious if he knew she'd broken her promise not to take the shortcut home. So that's all I'm going to tell you about this one. But this is The Breakdown. It's another thriller. I'm kind of into thrillers right now. So this is a really good book. And the next book that I'm going to talk about is insanely interesting. It's called The House in the Cerulean Sea. And I can tell you right now, this book to me is a social justice type of book, you guys. So listen to this. If you are homophobic, racist, mean-spirited, nasty, if you're a Karen, if you just are a nasty person, then don't read this book because you won't like it. This book, in my opinion, has so many little snippets of just how it is to take people, for who they are, to be more, now, I don't want to say lenient. I don't want to say tolerant because those are not the right words because that's not right. I want to say to be more accepting and, authentic and open and, human to other people. So this book it's about all these here. I have to read this to you guys. And if you want a really good book, I couldn't put it down. It's almost as if it's kind of a young adult because there's creatures in it. But as he writes this author, TJ Klune, as he writes this, he's telling you about these beings that aren't human, but they're so human, you can't help but love them. And then he talks about the humans that are taking care of these beings in this orphanage, but that's not a good title for where they are because they're really not the ones, they're really not orphans because there's nobody going to come to pick them up. They're outcasts because, like one is a gnome and she has a beard, and one they think is Lucifer, but he goes by Lucy and he's so not mean. He just tries to scare everybody. I think it's called a wyvern or something, but he's just a little creature. And then they're just interesting creatures. And I never thought I would like something like this as much as I do, but I do. Let me just read you the back. It's called A Magic Eye. And the guy, Linus, the guy that goes to make sure that the orphanage is run okay, is wonderful. And it makes you giggle. The book makes you giggle like on every turn. So it's A Magical Island, A Dangerous Task, A Burning Secret. Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the Department of the Change of Magical Youth. That's what they're called. They're called magical youth, right? At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company. But his quiet life is about to change. Linus is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment: travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous, in fact, that they are likely to bring about the end of days. When Linus arrives at the strangest of islands, he's greeted by a series of mysterious figures, the greatest mystery of which is Arthur Parnassus, the master of the orphanage. As Linus and Arthur grow closer, Linus discovers the master would do anything to keep the children safe, even if it means the world has to burn. Or otherwise, oh my gosh, or worse, his secret comes to light. The House in the Cerulean Sea is an enchanting love story, masterfully told, but about the profound experience of discovering an unlikely family in an unexpected place and realizing that family is yours. This book, it's amazing. Let me just read you the back. It says T.J. Klune is the New York Times and USA Today bestseller, Lambda Literary Award winner, and he's the winning author of The House of Cerulean Sea, The Extraordinaires, and more. Being queer himself, Klune believes it's important now more than ever to have an accurate, positive queer representation in stories. Let me just also add to this that it's not, his accurate, positive queer representation is not all that's represented in this book to me. To me, this was a social book. It talked more about accepting everybody for everything in every walk of life, not to be judgmental, not to just judge a book by its cover. This was a fantastic, wonderful book. I've heard people that have, hi everybody, hi Kim, how you doing? Oh, you have to read this. There, you have to read it. It's wonderful. If you're, it makes you giggle. It makes you think. The way it's read, and it's a fairly short book. It's under 400 pages. Yeah, 396. But it's a wonderful book. And I found a new author. And I don't usually go for these like different creatures. But look at, there's the house up there. But there's something to learn in this book for everybody. It's not just for young adults. Okay, so this book is a it's a must read. Yeah, it's a must read. So let me say hello to a few people that have come in. Hi, Kim in Columbia. How are you doing? Oh yeah, put it on your ebook. You have to. You have to. I promise you'll love it. Oh, good, good. I love giving book recommendations. And let me just also tell you guys that when I give a recommendations, I don't just you know, go out and see what's on the bestseller. Look, I look at reviews. Excuse me. I look at reviews. I look at what other people are thinking. I look at the good, the bad, and things like that. And so, yeah. So hopefully, you will, um, pick up something that you might like. And I usually try to stick with books that, that are current and that people are reading. Yeah. As a matter of fact, the couple books that I'm going to talk about today are just out this month. So, however, since there's nobody here, I'm just kidding, but me and you guys, I was expecting at least maybe 10 people. I just lost one from saying there's nobody here. Sorry. Oh, it's been a day. I really had, I really shuffled and ruffled to get to this video tonight. So at least we're here, we're doing it, and we did what we said we were going to do. And I wanted this to be a face-to-face, but my camera on my laptop wasn't playing. I don't know what happened. So here we are, and you get to look at my hands. So sorry for that. But yeah. So let's talk about Behind Closed Doors. So what did you guys think about it? Kim, did you read it? Did you read it? I know that Carmela read it, and I know that Ray read it, and I think they both loved it. So give me a thumbs up if you liked it or not. And thumbs up to my video too while you're at it. Oh, you did, and you loved it. Oh, Susan. Hi, Susan. I didn't see you come in. Hi. You loved it. Good. Didn't you just get back from Germany, Susan? Oh, it's nice to see you. So glad you're here. I loved it too. So it was one of those thriller books. And I have a feeling we're going to be reading a lot of thriller books. It was a page turner for Kim. Good. It was a page turner. So I'm just going to, it's a psychological thriller. And who knew? Yes, this one. This one's the one about the controlling husband who killed her dog, by the way. Were you not shook when the dog got killed? I thought I was going to die. Oh, that's so wonderful, Susan. Very disturbing, Carmela. Very disturbing. It was very you did, Susan. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look, I didn't know. I forgot about the dog part, and then I realized, oh my God, there's so many people out there with their fur babies. Okay, yes, when the dog, but here it is. And spoiler alert, there's gonna be spoilers in this video, sorry. At the end, when they lock him up and do basically the same thing he did to the dog, was that not justice? That was wonderful. There's going to be a lot of spoilers in this, so click off. Hi, Don and everyone. I'm just dropping in to encourage you guys in your reading. I didn't get your book, but I believe in reading groups. Go readers. Oh, okay. No. Yeah, that's okay, Miss Helper. How you doing, Deb? I wasn't sure if I could keep going, but don't. I know, right? I know. He made me so angry too. And she made me angry too. Yeah, Justice. She kind of made me angry too, because it starts the book out, well, here's this strong woman, she's got a great career, blah, 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 blah. And now all of a sudden she's going to leave everything, marry this guy, and become a Stepford wife. I had a hard time with that. I'm not going to lie. I'm like, wait, what? Girl, please. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, okay, well, I can see where this is going, but I never saw where it was going. Another spoiler alert. When they ended up in Thailand and she basically became a prisoner in Thailand, I about died. But you couldn't stop turning the page, right, guys? I know, just girl, wake up. I know. I loved her. Okay, who was your favorite? Okay, Millie was my favorite. I love Millie. I love Millie from any girl who can get up and dance in the park, has my nut. I mean, she's got just, I loved Millie from the get-go. And I had a feeling Millie wasn't as, she wasn't as slow as they were sometimes trying to make her out to be. I know. I kept wanting to shake her, but Millie was wonderful. Millie kind of did shake her, don't you think? I think Millie, she said, look, Grace, what are you doing? What'd she always say? She goes, I don't like George Clooney. When she said that, I thought I was going to die. I don't like George Clooney. Mm-hmm. Every time I see George Clooney, I think, I don't like George Clooney, but I love George Clooney. So that was fun. Oh, I wish I could see you guys, and I wish you could see me. Maybe we should turn this into a Zoom someday. Yes, the little girl was very intuitive. I don't know. She was 18. I don't know why I'm calling her a little girl. Right? Brilliant. She did. She had him figured out. She was brilliant. And I know. I just kept thinking, you know what? Sometimes we don't give, let me just rephrase that. Most of the time, we don't give credit where credit is due. People underestimate people right and left in our country. Well, probably all over the world. And that little girl, she had him nailed. Yeah. And she was really great. I loved it. So, yeah, I don't know. So, okay, so it's a psychological thriller. So I have a feeling that if everybody's into it, I think that we're going to keep with the psychological thriller. Yes, there are different kinds of intelligences. I agree, because let's see. The first thing I thought of, Kim, when you said that is like, I know people that are super, super like book smart. I'm talking technically very, very smart. But when it comes to don't step in that mud puddle because you're going to get your shoes wet, they don't see the mud puddle or don't stop to think, oh, I'm going to get my shoes wet. You know what I mean? So really intelligent people might not be so smart in the common sense area. You know what I'm saying? So she was very intuitive, as in she can read people. I've always been told that I can read people pretty good too, because of my past. When you have a lot of crap happen to you, you kind of tend to be more in tune to your surroundings. And so I always thought that I was hyper aware. Actually, I had a therapist tell me that I'm hyper aware because of my past. So I can actually read people a little better that way. Laura Mchugh, she's in the Columbia, Missouri author, and our teacher book group read one of her books, Thrillers. Okay, let me write that name down. Laura Mchugh. So a referral. Laura Mchugh. And she's from, where did you say? Columbia. That's where you're from, my friend. Oh my gosh, you are one of my oldest friends online, Kim. You know that? I love you. Still have that. I think you sent me a book one time. $10 dinners. Wasn't that you who sent me $10 dinner? I still have that book. I still have that book. I love it. Kim from Columbia. Wasn't that you, Kim? Yeah, she was really good at reading people. Really good. Yeah, then always listen to your friends, Kim. So it's really funny because sometimes I look at people in certain situations and I think to myself, they'll see something. Oh, yeah, you sent me an Amazon card. Then I bought the book. And so it's really funny, like in certain situations, like I had my boss, one of my bosses who I just adored, and he couldn't read people very well, in my opinion. But I mean, who am I to say that? But I mean, really, honestly, I honestly thought, really, I always thought, boy, he has rose-colored glasses on when it comes to these people because these people are kind of evil, and he thinks they're great. And I was like, no, 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 don't drink that Kool-Aid. These people aren't good people, or this person's not a good person. Of course, I never said anything. I just kind of walked out kind of baffled, you know. But yeah, so Millie did have a really good read on what was his name again? What's his name? Jack, right? Was it Jack? Grace and yeah, Jack. So yeah. So oh my gosh, she had a great read on him, and oh my word, I'm not kidding you. It was really great. So so that's that book. Okay, so what else? So did the book make so Susan said the book made her anxious too. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Like I just and it's not like you didn't know what was coming because of the like how she wrote it. She wrote it. She didn't have chapters. She had past and then present, then past, then present, then past, then present. Um, yeah, it's Jack. Hi Gail, how are you doing? I did finally get it going, but I haven't missed much. We've been chatting, just chatting. You can go back and look it up. So yeah, so the going back and forth from the past to present, you kind of knew what was going to happen. So there was really no like major twists going on. So because you knew something was going on, but you didn't quite know what. And then she explained what happened. So I kind of liked that myself. Um, so there's that. Let's see. So it made me really anxious. You didn't like the going back and forth on that? Yeah. Hi, Linda Trea. How you doing? Or is it Trey? Nice to see you. Welcome in, everybody. So it was it was a page turner for me. And I know, Gail, you're doing it audio. And I think Ray said she's doing it audio as well. Ray, are you doing it audio too? Are you playing it, reading it, listening to it as well? Because that's a good way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, Ray. So Ray and Gail are both doing audiobooks, and that's wonderful. I'm going to go back just for a second and let you guys know that I went to the library and picked up this Daisy Jones and the Six. So if you're a 1970s girl like I was born in the 60s, the 70s and 80s were like it for me. This is about a rock band and a fictitious rock band, I might say, but you might think it's real the way it goes. It's really a good book that you might try to get on audio. So, but go back to listen to the first part of this book, this video, because I do have some book suggestions for people out there. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, with your hands, you mean? Oh my God, Ray, I know what you mean. I talked to the doctor today. Look at these. She said, honey, there's really nothing we can do about it. You got what you got. And I go, I know, I know. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so my next question is did you guys ever wonder why Grace never stood up to Jack? I always wondered, like I said earlier, what the heck? Why can't he stand up to her? I mean, why can't she stand up to him? But I think because they say, oh, he's a lawyer. He's never lost a case. He's like this powerful man, which, you know what? I don't know about all that. She had so many opportunities to, so there's a few places that I lost my buy-in. But other than that, I mean, I loved the story. It did keep me going. There was a few times that I did lose my buy-in. So what did you guys think about that? When Grace just kept going along with the flow, Thailand and her dinners and oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. So Gail says, I found this scenario, if it were actually going to happen in real life, just a bit too hard to fathom, but I know there are lots of sickos out there, so it's possible it could happen. She did that in the beginning. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, you kind of had to go with it, Kim said. Yeah. Yeah, I think she was afraid of him too. I think so too, Gail. Yeah, Gail says it made her look kind of like a weak woman. And that's kind of what I thought at first. But then, what's really funny is I think the protection of her sister might have had a lot to do with it. She had to protect Millie from him. And then in the end, she really saw what kind of a creep he was with that that torture room. And he didn't want Grace. He wanted Millie, and he wanted Millie in that room. Grace was just his way of looking to the outward world, that he was not a psycho, that he was married and he was successful. He was neither one of those. He was a psycho, but he used Grace to have that picture perfect life look, but he wanted Millie. Yeah, I know. I would have anyway. So yeah, that was a little hard, but the ending, did you guys find the ending satisfying? Take care of her and Millie, so she got caught up in it. Yeah, that's true, Susan. I think she could have probably taken care of herself, but in life, when you're by yourself, it would be so nice just to have somebody help you out. So I get it. Yeah, me too. So Camilla says she found it very satisfying. Gail said the ending was super satisfying because I don't know if you missed it earlier. We were talking about the dog. And so he got what he had coming just based on the dog alone. So I'm really sorry about the dog part. But yeah, but Millie happened to be my favorite person, or character in the book, because I loved her. I loved her authentic person. I loved that she was smarter than, everybody involved. Yeah. And so Millie was my favorite part. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this, because I really did. If you haven't read the breakdown, read that. I'm not done with you guys yet. We're almost done, but I got a few more things to talk to you about. So I don't know if you were here when you go back and look at the Cerulean Sea. And I talked about the Cerulean Sea, and you have to read or listen to this if you haven't yet. It's not a thriller, but it's really good and it's really cute. Okay, so before I go on to the books that I want to suggest for next time, I want to talk about 2 scary movies that I watched. She should have put her foot down before getting married about some of the things he insisted on. He was cruel. Yes, I agree. 110%. I mean, he was insane. He was not just cruel. He was insane. He did the same thing to his mother that his dad did to his mother. See, that's where it stemmed from. His dad did the same thing to his mother, and then he did it to his mother, and then she ended up dead. And so then he got Grace involved, and then he did the same thing to Grace that he did to his own mother. I mean, it was like this. He thrived on fear, you guys. He wanted to see someone scared, and that's what he wanted to do to Millie. He wanted to freak her out in that torture room. And thank God Millie outsmarted his butt. I mean, my gosh, this is a mess for my. Well, that's right too. But Millie made the day. So anyway, so I want to talk about a couple of movies, and since it is yes, that's true, Ray. Since it is September, October, for some reason, I don't like slasher movies or slasher books or anything like that. So you're probably not going to get much of that from me. Bye, Deb. You take care. But you will get a thriller slash, mystery from me. Millie was the true heroine and the woman that helped at the end of the story. Yeah, the Esther, I think her name was. Wasn't that her name, Esther? Yeah. No slasher. No slasher for sure. So, a couple of scary movies that you might want to watch. And I watched The Lodge. I watched it by myself, and I think it's on Hulu. And oh, let me read to you what it's about. Oh, we got more. We're gonna talk more about books in a minute, but I gotta drop these two movies on you guys because they're out now, and you've got to see these books. So did I mail these? No, I snagged them. Hold on. So I want to read to you. So I watched The Lodge by myself. I loved it. I mean, I was like, "Are you kidding me? That can't be right. It's gonna end like that." Okay, so not that one. Okay, so this is The Lodge. It's 2019. I think it's on Hulu. Okay, I think both of these might be on Hulu. I'm not sure. If not, they're either on Hulu, Netflix, or Prime. Well, hang on. So this is The Lodge, 2019. During a family retreat, a remote winter cabin over the holidays, the father is forced to abruptly depart for work, leaving his two children in the care of his new girlfriend. Grace in care of his new girlfriend, Grace. I want another Grace, you guys. How about that? Isolated and alone, a blizzard traps them inside the lodge as terrifying events summon specters from Grace's dark past. That's all I'm going to say. It's really good. It's called The Lodge. Lock your doors. Get a glass of something warm and cozy. Bundle up and watch it with somebody. Well, you might want to try it. It's fun. Tis the season. Oh, hi, Kate. How you doing? Oh, okay. That's okay. We're moving on now. We're talking about movies, scary movies, because it's almost Halloween, so I'm into scary movies. So that's The Lodge, and it was really good. Now I can't believe I actually watched it by myself. And then the next one is called Fear of Rain. Okay, Rain, like the rain. But the girl in the story's name is Rain. Okay, so um, so here it is. Rain has early onset schizophrenia, a condition that not only causes her to see vivid hallucinations, but also puts a strain on her parents. When she meets Caleb, a charmingly awkward new student at school, she finally feels she has a lifeline to normalcy. But as Rain starts to suspect that her neighbor kidnapped a child, she must soon figure out who and what is real while also battling the overwhelming forces that haunt her daily life. So the problem with Rain, or the situation that Rain finds herself in, and she's adorable, you guys. She's in school. She can't be any more than 18 or so. Is because she has hi Mary, because she has schizophrenia, and she doesn't just have the audio type of schizophrenia. She has the visual type of schizophrenia in the story, and so she sees things. So she's not sure if the people that are in her life are there or not, and so she has a that just throws the story into a whole nother caliber, if you will, because now she's thinking I'm crazy, crazier, I should say, because she knows she's on medicine and stuff. So those are the two scary movies that I'm going to suggest you guys watch. I know it's crazy, but so The Lodge and The Fear of Rain was 2021. So these are new. So there's the two movies. Oh, they're either going to be, I think The Lodge was on Hulu, but they're either on, and I am so sorry, you guys, I should have wrote that down, but they're either on Hulu. I'm pretty sure The Lodge is on Hulu. They might both be on Hulu. So Hulu, Netflix, or Prime. Those are the only ones I have. So you're going to find them there. But look at Hulu first for The Lodge. Cozy up tonight. Watch a scary movie. It's not, these aren't slasher movies, okay? So yeah, they're scary though. They're thrillery. I like thrillers. All right. So here's the scoop, you guys. Nobody was here at first when we were talking about the books, and we have already picked out the Midnight Library. Oh, it's on Hulu. Thank you, Gail. What about the other one? The Lodge. I think they're both on Hulu. So here's what we're gonna do, because I'm a little behind. I read this a couple months ago, and I read this like right after that. So I want to be up to date. You did? Okay, good. So Ray already finished it. Carmela already finished it. Gail already finished it. And I already finished it. Oh, you did, Gail? Do you guys want to talk about this now? And then I'm sorry, I'll just let people know that, we talked about this a little bit now. Okay, let's do it. Oh, and Susan finished it. Good, because thank goodness, because I want to start a new book and I want to read it at the same time. Oh, and you too, Kim? Perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. Can you tell? Because I want to read the book the same time you guys are reading the book. So let's talk about this one. Which one did you like better? That's what I want to know. I liked them both for different reasons. You know what I mean? You read it on the plane, Susan? Oh, that's awesome. So I liked them both for different reasons. But this one, to me, oh, the library for sure, Gail. Oh, really? Okay, good. So, okay, good. So you guys all like the library the best. Okay. Oh, good, Susan. Okay. So, yeah, because this one, okay, we have to just jump to the ending. When I was reading this book and she was going through all of those, maybe those different like paths that she could have taken. At the very end, I'm thinking to myself, how can this possibly end? It ended the only way that it could possibly end without you feeling ripped off as a reader or as a person, right? Because as a person, you're going to sit here and you're going to think, oh, I could have done, had, the chances I did this. Kim too. I know it's kind of tough. This one is a life kind of affirming book. I think it did, Gail. Gail says it ended the way. And this one is just a fun read. Let's just escape the world. This one makes you think a little bit. Yes, Gail. Yes, it makes you think. Exactly. It makes you think. So, I mean, she goes through these different, there might be some spoilers here again. So, um, don't watch this if you don't want the spoilers. So, she has so many different lives, right? And there is one life that she had that I wished she could have stayed in. And I think that's the one that she wished she could have stayed in. And that was the life with the little girl. Wasn't there a little girl in there? She had a husband and a daughter, and she just really enjoyed that life. And she says, no, I want to stay here. This is the one I want. I don't, and the librarian said, you can't stay there. That's not the law. That's not the rule, And how did you guys feel about the library? How'd you feel about the library and all the way the shelves moved in your mind? And, it was fantastic. Yeah. Oh, maybe down the road. Oh, yeah, I didn't think of that. So probably. Yeah, maybe. Kind of like The Family Man. Yeah, I thought it was really cool too. So did you guys ever see The Family Man? If you haven't seen The Family Man with what's his name? Nicolas Cage. I know Nicolas Cage is usually, and it's a cute family Christmas movie. So those of you that don't like horror, if you want to watch something tonight that'll just warm your heart, oh my God, Gail, you have to see The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. I am so surprised because you and me are soul sisters when it comes to like chick flicks. You have to watch The Family Man with Nicolas Cage. It's so cute. And it's got that Tia, what's her name? Tia something. She's the mom. It's so cute. You have to see it. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. So if you haven't seen The Family Man, see that. So it's Nicolas Cage. He's this highfalutin executive, and one morning something happens. You've seen it, Carmela? Oh, good. One morning he wakes up and he's not there anymore. He's in a bed with a woman and two kids jump on him. It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Wake up, wake up. And oh my God, his whole life. Now he's wearing plaid shirts and working at a tire store, right? When this guy's worth $bazillion in a penthouse apartment, living on his own, listening to classical music, drinking the best of champagnes, having a high life. And now he finds himself living just like everybody else. And it's great. It's a great movie. So I digress. But that movie reminded me of this, where she finds herself in different situations. Yeah, you have to see it. You have to see it. You have to see it. And you have to text me and tell me what you think, because it's a really good movie. and I can't wait. I try to watch it like once or twice every couple of years. And I am not a big Nicolas Cage fan, by the way. I mean, I'm really not. I don't think he's that great. But I think his name is Tia Leone. I think that's who it is. Tia Leone. Yeah. But she's in it. But this reminiscent of that because of the life choices they got to make, and so this is a good book. So anyway, and what really actually shook me about this book was this author was a guy. So I don't know why. I mean, that sounds sexist. Why can't a guy write for a woman? But he spoke to me on so many levels. He just was really this guy was woke. He was woke. He knew this is a wonderful book. If you haven't read it, read it, because we're not going to review this book again because yeah. So I am going to, here's what we're going to do. I have 2 books that I want to suggest. They're brand new this month, which is going to be hard because that means if you're a big spender, you can go buy them brand new, or you can be like me and I'm going to try to find them either at the library like I did this one, or I'm going to try to get it downloaded onto my phone, which I don't like to do. I like to read hardbacks or paperbacks at night. I love turning the page. I love the smell of books, So these are the 2 books I'm going to suggest, and we can read them and we can discuss them next month. And I'm going to change this from the Midnight Library to, hold on a minute. We're going to read whatever book I decide right now. I'm going to ask you guys what you think. I know, Gail, I'm so sorry. But you know what? Let me tell you something. When I went to the doctor's today, my hands, it's not looking good. I might, oh, hi, Ray. I'm glad you're back. So here's the deal. Okay. So since it's September, October, I'm going to stick with thriller. I don't think that these are, hold on. I don't think that these are, okay, and I just had my phone, are thrasher. You are? Okay, good. But I've got the 2 that I want to pick from, Gail, and I'm going to go and I'm going to read them to you, and we'll just kind of see what everybody's wants to do. And it seems like I'm dictating the books right now, but I'm going to do that right now because I can't actually help it because I'm not getting enough input. And I'm really kind of picky about what I spend my time reading. No, it is not a slasher, Gail. I don't like slasher books. So, yeah. So this is called Rock, Paper, Scissors. It's by Alice Feeney. I think it just came out the 7th of this month. Let me read it to you. We'll see what it sounds like to me. That's the paper. Where are you? There you are. That's what it looks like. Alice Feeney, Rock, Paper, Scissors. Sorry, not a very good picture. There we go. Okay. So let me read it to you. It says, you think you know a person you married? Think again. Things have been wrong with Mr. and Mrs. Wright for a long time. When Adam and Amelia went a weekend away to Scotland, it might be just what their marriage needs. Self-confessed workaholic and screenwriter Adam Wright has lived with face blindness his whole life. Okay, side note, face blindness. If you've never heard of face blindness, Google it, because there was a thing on Sunday morning about face blindness not too long ago. Actually, it was like a long time ago, but I saw it and I'd never heard of face blindness before. And face blindness is a real thing where you can know somebody, like even your sister, and yeah, and your sister can come up to you 10 minutes later and go, hi, nice to meet you. If she doesn't know what you're wearing that day or what your hair looks like, she's not going to remember your face. It's a real thing, you guys. So look up face blindness and try to look up it on YouTube on the Sunday morning face blindness. So it's real. Okay. So, and he has lived with face blindness his whole life. He can't recognize friends or family or even his own wife. Every anniversary, the couple exchange traditional gifts, paper, cotton, pottery, tin, and each year, Adam's wife writes him a letter that she never lets him read until now. They both know this weekend will make or break their marriage, but they didn't randomly win this trip. One of them is lying, and someone doesn't want them to live happily ever after. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, and an anniversary they will never forget. Rock, Paper, Scissors is the latest exciting domestic thriller from the queen of the killer twist, New York Times bestseller Alice Feeney. Now, honestly, I've never read an Alice Feeney, so that would be a first for me. But I'm going to go ahead and put a note down here that that's the face blindness one. That might be a little hard if you don't know about face blindness. Okay, so the other one is called, now I love Lisa Jewell. So Lisa Jewell is a phenomenal writer, and she just has a brand new one out. And I actually don't think her book is out for another couple of days. So let's go look at my link to her. I'm kind of leaning toward that one. Hold on a second. Okay. That's rock, paper, scissors. Okay. So this one is Lisa Jewell, The Night She Disappeared. Okay, so this one looks good. Okay. So in 2017, 19-year-old Tallulah is going out on a date, leaving her baby with her mother, Kim. Kim watches her daughter leave, and as late evening turns to night, which turns to early morning, she waits for her return and waits. The next morning, Kim phones Tallulah's friends, who tell her that Tallulah was last seen heading to a party at a house in the nearby woods called Dark Place. She never returns. In 2019, Sophie is walking in the woods near the boarding school where her boyfriend has just started working as a head teacher when she sees a note fixed to a tree. It says, "Dig here." A cold case, an abandoned mansion, family trauma, and dark secrets lie at the heart of Lisa Jewell's remarkable new novel. That's kind of the one I'm thinking. So, what do you guys think? Oh, which one does? Which has the 4.5 stars on Amazon? Oh, it must be rock, paper, scissors. And I don't know. I don't think the Lisa Jewell one is out yet, but that would be the one that I would read because I read her The Family Upstairs. Oh, both of them? Oh, cool. So, but I've read Lisa Jewell's The Family Upstairs. I know they both sound good. 4.5 at your library? Oh, okay. Like which library, Kim? What do you mean? Like at your home like at your brick and mortar library or at your library online? Because I'm worried that I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna go try to check this out. If I can't check it out, I'll download it on my phone because I want to read this second one. I want to read them both. So, but I want you guys. I don't even know how to say both, but just how about you guys put in the comment just the name of the book you want to read. Do you want to read Rock or do you want to read Disappeared? Rock, Paper, Scissors or The Night She Disappeared? What do you mean it's a bit long? Is it more than 400 pages, Gail? Oh, okay. Thanks, Susan, for that. On Amazon they have 4.5. Daniel Boone Regional Library. I do it all online since I'm reading ebooks. I love holding a book, but I'm reading 50 books a year and I only have so Kim, I hear you. That's really a good point. Kim says she only has so much space. Oh, 9 hours? That's not bad for a book. That's not bad. I've had books go 15, 16 hours or more. Yeah, that's not bad. As a matter of fact, the longer the better, especially if you get into it. You're like, you never want it to end. Don't you hate it when a book ends? So Gail looks at it in hours because she's an e-reader. Oh, 11. That's still not too bad. Well, I'm sorry. How many hours was the last book you listened to? Yeah. So, okay, so Ray once disappeared. So I'm going to do a little tally here. So we got Ray with Disappeared. And I guess it's like saying goodbye to an old friend, Kimberly. So Kim and Gail, and what do you got? You like them both. You got to pick one. You got to pick one because we got to pick one, you guys. I'm going to say I'm going to go with the Night She Disappeared too because let me just tell you why, you guys. because I read Lisa Jewell before, and she writes so she's if she reads any if you can listen to her the way she how am I trying to say this? She writes so well and smoothly. I'm sure she'll be easy to listen to as well. That's what I'm trying to say. Kim says either. Whichever the minority wants, I'll go with. Okay, we've got two of you that are on the fence. So, Ray and me. Okay, Carmela, where are you? We need your. Kim says, I would go with The Night She Disappeared because it's available for me now. The other one has on hold. Yeah, but you're really fine. Well, let's go with we're going to put you down, Kim. We're going to cheat and say that because I want you to stack I want to stack it. I want to stack it. Where's Carmela? Did she leave? I think Carmela might have had to leave. She's probably going to watch one of the movies I suggest. Oh, there she. Oh, she wants to read Disappeared too. Okay, hi Carmela. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so I think we're gonna go with Disappeared. The only thing I'm afraid of is that Disappeared is going to be hard to find. Vote early and often. Kim, I love you. Yeah, Carmela disappeared too. We found her though. Okay, so we're going to go with Lisa Jewell's The Night She Disappeared, and I'm going to write it down. And yeah. Look at I'm already scribbling. So I'm going to put it on a notepad or a piece of paper. How about an old Dollar Tree receipt? A St. Vinny's receipt. That'll work. So The Night She Disappeared. That's what we're going to look at. And so the next book club, you guys, is going to be on the 21st of October. And I think I spelled that wrong. Oh, God. Anyway. And it's going to be at 3 o'clock. So we're going to make it a little bit earlier because, yay, she's here. So 3 o'clock on 10/21. Okay. So that's going to be our next book club. And it's going to be fun because what's going to happen, you guys, is I'm probably not going to, I probably will have some movie reviews because I've been trying to watch some movies. I'll be able to tell you. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I wanted to show you guys something. So the bachelorette party is this weekend. It's this weekend. Look what I'm wearing for shoes. Yeah. Look at these babies. What do you think? Pretty snazzy, huh? Uh-huh. Look at that heel. It's, I don't know, 5 inches. Think I can do it? They are cute. Okay, let me tell you, I bought these a long time ago on sale. Look at these sparkle. I bought these a long time ago on sale. Look, I've never worn them. For $31 down from $69, I've never worn them, and they've been in my closet. And my girlfriend, she's like, we got to dress kind of, whatever. I won't say the word. And I know one way to look taller. Oh my God, Kate, you should see the outfit. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna look like a Beverly Hills housewife. I swear to God, it's gonna be so much fun. But my girlfriend, so she's like, this is gonna be one of our last hurrahs. Look, how many times do you get to go out with 10 girls and party? So that's happening. And I'm really excited. And so I get to tell you all about the party. I'm also going to be able to tell you about the wedding because the wedding is, I will send pictures. So get on my Facebook group and I'll send pictures. Let's make a mess today with Dawn. I don't think I'll put them on Instagram, but I might. But then I don't know. I might scare people off. I don't know. I've already scared enough people off. So anyway, so are we good with that? So we're going to watch Lisa Jewell, The Night She Disappeared. That's going to be what we're going to read. Oh, and again, if you haven't read the book that I read was The Family Upstairs. I couldn't put it down. It's in my Amazon store. So yeah. Yeah. It'll be a must-see photo. It's going to be fun, you guys. Oh my God, I'm looking forward to it. Which one can you get at the library? Which one? This one, The Night She Disappeared, is it already at the library? Yes, I've got to go to the library. I can't tomorrow. Or wait, no, I'm golfing. And then when I get off golf tomorrow, I got so much stuff to do. Oh, okay. Yeah, try to get it at the library. It's new, you guys. It's not when we're going to find it at the thrift store. It's not when we're going to find it at the Friends of the Library. We might be able to find it at like online at there's a cheapbooks.com, or there's also a book of the month club. But I don't want to join that. See if you guys can get it. I'll check when I get off the phone. Yeah, check, Ray, and text me if you want to on our conversation. They are both at my library and they seem super popular. Okay, good. We'll put in for them now before they disappear, because I have a feeling that these are gonna like start flying off the shelves because they're so new. I'm surprised this is at the library. I thought it wasn't out yet. This one came out on the 7th, and I thought this was out on the 19th, but I could be wrong. So thank you guys for coming to my book club tonight, our book club tonight. I'm sorry I had some trouble with my camera at first, but I tried to do it where I could show myself to you, like face on, so we could have a chat. And that's how I want to do it from now on. I mean, this is not fun sitting here looking at my hands, but at least you got to see some good books to read. So don't forget to pick this up if you want to. I definitely suggest this one. It's wonderful. There's so many little lessons in here to learn. Well, go back and listen to it, because I talk about this book and I want you to see it. Oh, there is? Carmilla? Oh, no. How are we going to do this? I don't know what to say, Carmilla. I might have to do that. I might have to just buy the dang thing. And that makes me sad. Oh, no. And then, of course, if you haven't read the breakdown, and then that author that sent me this book, you have to check out this book. So, and then as soon as I get offline here, I'm going to go find out how I can get that book. I might have to bite the bullet and buy it. So I had a feeling that's going to happen when you try to get something that's so new. So maybe this will be a lesson learned for me, is try not to get one so new. So anyway, yeah. Or Carmel, let's see if you can get it. There's a thing online called Cheap Books or something like that. Try another library. Yeah, try another library in your area first before you buy it, okay? Yeah. I'm gonna try everything I can before I buy it brand new, because I just don't want to do that every time. This might be something that you can get, like if you do this might be one that I have to get on my phone to read that way, like an audiobook. Yeah, that's what I might have to do it that way, Gail. I have a Prime membership and it's 1 credit through Prime as well. Oh, that's good to know. Kim says that her holds usually come earlier. That's true. That is so true. Did you hear that, Carmela, that people usually get done with it and they just bring it back and move on to the next one? So, but I guess I better get online and try to get mine on hold tonight, but after I hang up this, after we close our video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this book club. There'll be more, and I'm going to, as we go, it'll, I hope that, I'll be able to give a little bit better, presentation. So bear with me, you guys, but I am what I am, and I'm not a fancy pants. So it is what it is. But I really hope you guys like my suggestions. Just check it out, Ray. Maybe you can get it from a friend. Ask a friend, who knows? Yeah, in the comments. But so far, I haven't seen too many comments. And I'm not just going to pick one from one person, unless I right now I'm being like a dictator right now. I'm saying, okay, we're going to read this or that. I gave you guys a couple of suggestions to pick from. And until we get more suggestions, I think I'm going to keep it that way. Maybe we'll do a vote someday, but go ahead and put your suggestions in the comments. But as it's working out now, like I'm getting suggestions for things that I've already read. Somebody told me to read Where the Crawdad Sings. I read that a year ago. So, I'm not going to reread something. And it was, even though I just recently read this, I had to go through it again. And so I had to at least be able to talk about it today. So that's why I'm excited about reading something at the same time you guys are reading it. The Crawdads was a really good book, Gail. If you haven't read that yet, you need to read it. The other one is really good, is The Orphan Train. Your heart will break. And the other one about orphans is Before We Were Yours. That was fantastic. Those books are all in my Amazon store. Fantastic books. And the Before We Were Yours, I believe, is the true story of a woman who had an orphanage, and I think it was in South Carolina or something, and it's a true story. Breaks your heart. Breaks your heart. They used to steal kids off of porches to put into this orphanage to sell. Yeah, and so I won't put any books in my Amazon shop that I haven't read or loved. It has to be. Oh, okay. I actually, The Objects of My Affection, isn't that by the Notebook writer? I'm not sure. The person that wrote the Notebook, I'm not sure. I actually think I have that book and I haven't read it. But yeah, we'll check into it. But I've given you a few things to read this month. The other thing up and coming is this one by Alex McLeod. I'm just going to throw this in here really quick. This one is by the same person who wrote The Silent Patient. If you can get your hands on this one, this is probably something I'm going to read this month as well, because I love this writer. So this is called The Maidens. So, and he's getting the Wall Street Journal publishers. Lee Child likes this one. So there's this one. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. Lots to read, lots to watch. Check out the movies. Gail, go watch The Family Man with Nick Cage. You're going to love it, I promise. You're reading this one right now? Do you like it, Carmela? Is it good? Did you read The Silent Patient? All these questions. I'm waiting for Carmela. And then I'm going to close up here. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. You read The Silent Patient. The Silent Patient is a really good book. Talk about a twist. That's a really good book. If you guys haven't read The Silent Patients by this author, you need to read it. It's phenomenal. Oh, I've got my wine here, but I'm done with it. I usually have a glass of wine, and by the time I get done, I'm probably going to go dump it out now. Dances with Pitbulls. It did freak you. Well, it's a freaky story. Hi, and welcome in, Dances with Pitbulls. Nice to see you. We're just now getting ready to button it up. So anyway, go back over the video if you have time. Grab a glass of wine or something, and you can find out some books to read, books I've read, movies to see. And we did review, and there are spoilers for the Behind Closed Doors. So, okay, good. Watch the replay. Everybody, give me a thumbs up if you can. Share with your friends, and I hope. Yeah, let's see. What did Gail say? Oh no. Oh gosh. Oh no. I'm sorry, Gail. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Gail, take care of your husband. You guys all have a good evening, but just get all cozy and get into a good book or a good movie or whatever it is that, makes you feel cozy. All right, you guys, I'll talk to you really soon. Thanks for taking your time to hang out with me today, and I love you